I took home your pencil, but I still have it.
It's fine. You can keep it. It's okay.
I still have it.
She's coming in 30 minutes. Why I'm teaching ASAP.
Oh shoot, my fault.
All right. The product of two numbers with the same sign is positive. The product of two numbers with different signs is negative.
Is this the same thing as adding or subtracting?
No. Because if I add two negative numbers, it's still negative.
But if you multiply two negative numbers.
It's positive.
Oh.
Negative times negative is a positive.
Okay.
All right, the other day when we did addition, we had some properties. So these are going to be the properties of multiplication now. So the first one is the commutative property. And the names are going to be the same. So when we are specifying them, we want to say like of multiplication. But right now I'm already specifying that these are all of multiplication. And this says that A times B is equal to B times A. When we had addition, it was that A plus B is equal to B plus A.
So, in the blue, is that a T or a
Plus. 2, the associative property says that A times B, in parentheses, times C is equal to A times, in parentheses, B times C. The identity property says A times 1 is equal to 1 times A is equal to A. So our identity property of addition the other day was A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. So it's what can I do that when I multiply it, it's not going to change the number. In the other case, it was what can I add that's not going to change the value. We also have a property of 0, which just says that A times 0 is equal to 0 times A is equal to 0. So anything times 0 is 0. And then lastly, we have the property of -1, which says A times -1 is equal to -1 times A is equal to -A. All right, so we're going to jump into some problems here where we're multiplying. Hopefully you already know how to do this. For 11 times -2. -22.
Is that right? Yeah, I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it.
Because 11 times 2 is 22. They have opposite signs, so it is negative. 6. -8 times -11. 88. And it's positive because they have the same sign. 10. Negative 1/2 times negative 32. Yep. Half of 32 is 16, and they're both negative, so it's going to be a positive 16. 14. Negative 3/4 times 2 times negative 6. So 2 and 4 reduce down so that I have a 2 on the bottom. Then I can reduce 6 and 2. That gives me a 3. So I've got negative 3 times negative 3, which does give me a positive 9. This one, 18. Negative 3/4 times negative 1/3 times negative 8/9. Any ideas?
So hold on. Is it only a -3?
So we should never leave a fraction non-reduced.
Is it just a -3 over 4?
So 3 cancels. 4 goes into 8 2 times. But I can't forget about, I have a negative times a negative times a negative. So what is my answer going to have? A negative. And so then what's left is 2 over 9. So it's negative 2 over 9. All right, identify the property. 20. 0.3 times negative 3 equals negative 3 times 0.3. Which property is that? Yep, commutative. And remember, we want to put of multiplication. You can do it with the little multiplication symbol, because now that we have both, we want to specify which one we're using. (22) -1 times -6 equals 6. Which property is this one?
Property of -1.
Yep, property of -1. If you're checking your answers, you may see them call it the multiplicative property, because technically multiplying by -1, that's another way that we call, or what we call the multiplicative identity. So I'm just letting you know, if you see them it written that way, that's another name for it. 24. 0 times -76.3 equals 0. It's this one. Property of 0. The next ones say to find the product and justify your steps. You don't need to justify. So just find the product. I'm going to do this. Justify. No. You don't need to do that. So 28. Y times -2 times -8. So we're just basically combining all of this stuff together. So I would do the -2 times -8 would give me a what?
16.
Positive 16 times y. We just write 16y like that. Um, 32. -5 times -4 times -2.1 times -z. So I have a negative times a negative times a negative times a negative. So is my answer going to be positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative.
Positive.
positive,
Oh,
because a negative times a negative is positive.
oh, that's right.
So, 5 times 4,
9.
20, times negative 2.1, or, well, I'm just going to say times 2.1. I'm making everything
Is that a
positive.
2 or a
40, 42.
Z's have a line through them. What'd you say, 40.2? So 40.2 times Z.
Oh, that's easy.
Addition.
How about 36? 1/3 times negative 9 over 10 times negative m times negative m.
Is there gonna be a positive or a negative?
I don't know, you tell me.
I think it's gonna be a negative.
Yep. There are 3 negatives, so that means it's going to be negative. 3 and 9 reduce, so I've got 3 over 10. Then m times m is m squared. You can either write it this way, or you can write it as negative 3m squared all over 10. Either of those would be fine for your final answer. It does not matter which way you write it. They mean the same
Can we
thing.
do that in this class or
Huh?
like only in this class or like in the future too?
All the time. Evaluate when x equals negative 2, y equals 3.6. So 38, we've got negative x minus 3y. So I'm plugging in the numbers. So I've got, it's a negative and a negative. So what's going to happen? Positive. So 2 minus 3 times 3.6. What do I need to do first?
The multiplication.
The multiplication part. So 3 times 3.6 would be what?
It's gonna be what you call it.
3 times 6
10.8.
is 18. Move the decimal 1. So 2 minus 10.8 would be what?
8.8.
Negative 8.8. Yep.
Where's the negative?
2 minus.
What?
All right. Any questions? Good? We know how to multiply. Good. Wonderful. Homework. 3 through 39. Every other odd.